Hello everybody, we're going to take a look at Unit 1.2c at WAMAP, and this is long division. We'll be dividing whole numbers, so we'll start with whole numbers and then get up to decimals in the next lesson. Question 1 is divide this problem, 5,511 divided by 11, and then divide 6,782 by 7. So the first one has no remainder. And the second one has a remainder. There's a space to write in the quotient, which is the answer in a division problem. This is similar to the word product, which is the answer in a multiplication problem. So we have, just quickly, this number is the dividend, what's being divided. The second number is the divisor, which is like the number that does the dividing. You could call it the divider, but the official word is divisor with an S. So dividend, divisor, and quotient is the answer. Okay, so we'll be filling in these boxes. Let's take a look at the tablet and see how to do this. So first thing we need to know is how to write this out longhand, and normally the math problems will be written out horizontally like this. So we need to restack those numbers. And we're dividing 5,511 by 11. And some of you may have noticed 11 goes into 55 evenly and 11 goes into 11 evenly. So there will be no remainder here. But this is kind of just a guessing game right now. And it gets easier the better you know your multiplication table. So you ask yourself, how many times will 11 go into 5 evenly? And that's 0. So then we look at the next two numbers. We look at the first two numbers. How many times will 11 go into 55? Okay, now this is in our multiplication table. So 5 times 11 is 55. So you should know that. You can put 5 up here as your estimate, and then 5 times 11. 5 times 1 is 5, so we put the 5 down here. And then 5 times the other one is also 5, so put that 5 next to it. So we subtract 55 from 55, we get 0. And then we bring down the next number. And how many times does 11 go into 1? So no times, 0 times. And so if we get stuck like that, then we just bring down the next number. And we ask ourselves, how many times will 11 go into 11? Well, that answer is 1 time. And you'll notice up here, we are writing our estimate or our guess above the number that we are looking at. So when we were looking at the second 5, we put our estimate above that 5. When we were out over the next 1, 11 wouldn't go into 1, so we put our 0 above that 1 that we were looking at. So for this last one, 11 goes into 11 1 times, and 1, we write our estimate over the number that we're looking at. So 1 times 11 is 11, and then 11 minus 11, 1 minus 1 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0. So we have 0 remainder, and our answer is 501. So one way to improve your accuracy on your answers is to make sure that you are writing your numbers over the numbers that you were looking at. Some people, putting the 0 here, they'll forget to do that. So if you try to divide 11 into 1, it won't go evenly, so you have to use a 0 here because you're always asking yourself, how many times will this number, the divisor, go into the dividend? Okay, so 501, oops, looks like, it looks like my tablet has stopped updating. So I don't know if there is a fix for that. But at least I'm catching it now more consistently. So I put in these red lines to show what the importance of lining up where you write down your numbers. And neatness in numbers will help your accuracy. And then if you circle your answers, it makes it easier for everyone to see your answer. So 501, that's the first one. Let's go ahead and put that in here and see what they say. Okay, so this one was right, and let's try a similar question. You can try this one on your own. 9,126 divided by 13. So let's take a look at this second problem. 6,782 divided by 7. So we're going to write this up the same way. Let's get a different color here. 6,782 divided by 7. So first we ask ourselves, how many times will 7 go into 6 evenly? So 0. How many times will 7 go into 67? Well, you got to know your multiplication table really well. And when you start doing division, you need to know your multiplication table backwards, because that's what you'll be doing. 7 goes into 67 9 times, which is 63, leaving 4. And then bring down the next number. 7 goes into 48 how many times? Well, 7 times 7 is 49, but that's too big. So let's try the next number below 7, which is 6. 6 times 7 is 42. Subtract 2 from 8, that's 6, and 4 minus 4 is 0. Bring down the next number, a 2. 7 goes into 62 how many times? Well, 9 would give us 63, which is too many. Let's try the next number lower, 8. 8 times 7 is 56. And then we subtract 6 from 2. We have to borrow 1 from the 5. 1 from the 6, leaving 5. And that gives us 12 minus 6, which is 6. And 5 minus 5 is 0. So our answer is 7 goes into 6,782 968 times with 6 left over. So we write that 968 R6. And if we were making a fraction, we would make it 968 and 6/7. That would be a mixed number. So this is the answer they're looking for. They want us to write down the quotient and the remainder. But you would produce a fraction, a mixed number for this fraction the same way, a fraction being a division problem. All right, let's go back and put in our quotient, which was 968, and then the remainder of 6. 968 remainder 6. Okay, and here's a similar problem you can take a look at. 6,142 divided by 3 almost looks like it could be divided by 3 evenly. Do you know the rule for divisibility by 3? You'll be learning that soon if you haven't already memorized it. If the numbers in the number, if all these digits added together are divisible by 3, then the number will be divisible by 3. 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11, plus 2 more is 13. 13 is not divisible by 3, so this number is also not divisible by 3. So that means you will have a remainder. Anyway, give these problems a try, and if you get stuck, click Message Instructor, pick my name from the list, and click Send. You don't even have to write anything in there. Just click Send, and I'll try to get back to you within 24 hours. We can set up a Zoom session, or I'll send you some resources to work on that problem with. Good luck. See you soon.